Peace and love, peace and love. Good morning. Oh Lord, we give thanks for another day, right? So welcome to my channel, Flowing and Growing with Sister Nzinga, where we have taken an acronym THINK, taking hold of and implementing new knowledge. Taking hold of and implementing knowledge. Because it's very important for us to think because it ain't illegal yet. And our main purpose and passion here is to emancipate ourselves from mental slavery. So I'm Sister Nzinga, bringing you a message every Tuesday. I'd like to thank those who listen, who subscribe, and who share. I just say thank you, thank you, thank you. It's just that I don't know everything, but I think that each one teach one. So the information that I do know, I try to pass on to others. So let's get started here. Today we're going to talk about just some stuff that is, and like I like to give you things that little nuggets to think about. So um, let's talk about like way back in the day. I know when I was young, we used to have this thing called our parents in my community used to play numbers. And there was a thing where you would go and you would pick whatever number that you wanted, put on a piece of paper, you give it to the person and so forth. And then whatever, find out at the end of the day, I don't know how they did it, but they found out at the end of the day, this is what the number was. And boom, people in the community made a little money. Now, they, when I say they, the society, uh, they took that idea and made it the lottery. So it was illegal. They just made it illegal for us to do that in our neighborhood. But they got it, and now look at the lottery going on. Look how much money the people spending on the lottery. And the bottom line is, where's the money going? That money used to go to us in our community. Now all that money is going to somebody else, and not serving our community. So we have to think about things that we used to do that they would make wasn't popular or maybe illegal, but now they didn't took it and put a little twist on it and made it their own. Because everything that we try to do to make money off of, they take the idea and run with it. They say it's illegal or something. Because just think about jeans, that what they used to call them denim and different stuff like that. Or what we used to call them Wranglers a long time ago. We used to call them Wranglers. I think that was the name brand, Wranglers. And when we used to wear Wranglers or things like that, it was like that was the poor people's clothing. Now look at it. Because they want to put a little twist on it, put all these different names on it, and make you think that it has more value than the Wranglers that we used to wear. Same thing. They used to have the boot cut, they used to have the straight leg, and they used to be like a bad thing if you wore jeans, if you wore a Wrangler someplace. Now people wear jeans to church, people wear jeans to people's weddings, which I think is inappropriate. People wear jeans to work, all that kind of stuff now. Now that someone else's idea, they took that idea and put someone else's name on it and try to get their idea. Now look. So there's a thing we have to really think about. There's so many things that we have done, and then they've taken it and tweaked it. Because look at the young man who invented a car that was running on just electricity. And now here comes the Tesla. That wasn't that man's idea. That was not that man's original idea. He took it, he tweaked it, and now here we got electric cars. I mean, so there's so many things that that we have created, or they would make it seem like a bad thing once we were doing it. But we have to look at how we think about things and how we participate in things. Because even with all the holidays that we have here now, we participate in the 4th of July. It wasn't really our independence. Our independence is Juneteenth, and we'll talk about that too in a minute. But when you wear the green, St. Patrick's Day, we participate in that. It's not to say. I mean, in a better world, where there was peace and love and everybody was okay, and one person wasn't above the other, all that kind of stuff, it would be fine to celebrate people's culture. That's what we should do. We should embrace other people's culture. But the problem is just when it comes to us, they just want to make the shit like it's like that it's not a good thing. So when it comes to these things and passing these laws and saying that they're adding diversity, I said this in my last video, and I am repeating it again, because it's important for us to think about this stuff, because we're not thinking what we're doing. We are accepting everything that is given to us. When they come up and say that now the new trend is, when it came up with this stuff with these, I'm sorry about the dogs. I'm in outside in nature, and there's dogs and At least you can hear the birds. Some people may find the dogs barking may be offensive, gets on your nerves after a while, but you hear the birds chirping. That's beautiful. I like hearing the birds chirp. But what was I saying? So even when it comes to certain things that they tell us that this is the new trend. Do you remember? Oh gosh, what was I going to say? I see. I have to just stay focused on what I'm trying to do. Okay, but this is a live video, live video. So I think I was going to talk about how they come up with an idea, and now this is a new thing to do, and we just all go do it. Trends, the styles. Who created this damn style for these young people to be walking around with the boys with the underwear hanging out? I don't understand. I don't understand how a person doesn't think and say, "Damn, I don't want to show my underwear." Because of style, and then even when women, I don't want to show my breasts. I mean, you can show a little something, something. I mean, there's a thing that women can be sexy, but I think women should be sensual, not sexy, sensual, because sex is between two people. So you save that kind of stuff between you and whoever you choose to share it with, but not to the whole world. I don't understand how we go to the beach, and I think it's disgusting how you go to the beach and there are women there with their ass out. I mean, there's children at the beach. Yeah, okay, thongs is a new style. So you wear it, and so you're going to go to the beach with your child, even with you go with your own children. So you were on the beach with your children, and you're walking around with your behind hanging out, and you're trying to make an impression about you being a representing, being should be showing the right example to our children. But you right along with everybody walking around with the behind out. That's inappropriate. And I don't care what no government says, what nobody says, fashion people, whatever. You have to make a decision for yourself. Is it okay for you to walk around exposing your behind? It's bad enough that you have on just a bra and panty, but then you are actually having your ass out and your titties out. What is that? What kind of thing are we showing for these children? We have to think about the future of our children. It's just disgusting how we don't think for ourselves. I mean, Crocs used to be something, an old shoe that people, rubber ugly shoe that people put on. Now they've taken and they got these little things you stick in there. You can design them and all that kind of stuff. And now it's popular. And now they cost about 2 or 3 times the amount that it was costing when it was just a plain old Croc. Ugly rubber slipper. So we have to be mindful that you are really following other people's ideas when they say this is a new thing. Okay, it may be someone else's new idea, but everybody is able to make ideas. We could all create ideas, and then we should implement our ideas and show our own creativity. That makes you an individual. But otherwise, it makes you just end up being just a follower. So we can't just follow everything that everybody else does. And I think I know I was getting ready to talk about the fact that, again, I want to repeat this. I did talk about a little bit on my other video, but how I was talking about Juneteenth, how they're allocating this to be a new holiday. But, with Juneteenth, some people complained about us having that holiday. Some people had the day off, they didn't even know that it was Juneteenth, which is sad. Some people think that they're not supposed to be off on that day because it's only, about us. But we have got to start thinking for ourselves. We have got to start allocating our funds, our monies that we make, and put it into ideas of our own. They have us in a situation where we can't trust one another. You don't know your neighbors. Just do you. Think for yourself. Think about what's best for you. It's important that I know my neighbors because one day I may need a ride, or that old thing where we used to go borrow a cup of sugar or something like that. You don't want to run to the grocery store. I mean, that's real. That's community. I mean, we just have to start thinking because it ain't illegal yet. But there's going to be some things, they thinking for you because they just passed this damn law talking about a woman can't have an abortion. And I'm not for people who just have sex and didn't have didn't just get rid of a child or what they need to make or just okay. Let me stop because I get I get so caught up in stuff. I change subjects. I'm not changing the subject, but I'll change my point. But I was talking about the people who are about the abortions. Yes, there are some circumstances that shouldn't be right because In this thing about this, when they made the law that women can't have abortion, did they also make it illegal to buy that pill called the day after? That's the kind of shit that needs to be illegal. That you can go here and do what you want to do, and then and take this pill. Whatever that pill does, it's aborting the child. The child, the life is not going to come forward. You don't make that illegal, but you make it illegal when a woman is raped or molested or something, and she still has to bear that child. Or if something happens to that, something's wrong with the child's not developing, they can see that the child's not developing properly. So you would want to be able to make a decision that I could have another child, and maybe this one is not the right time for this soul to come through because it's not fully developed. So it's about money. But I want to see where this is going to go, because now they're saying that it's a statewide decision. Here they said the government did it, and they made it a law or something like that. But still, states have an option to do this law the way that they want. The state has the law. What about the woman having a law to be able to do what she wants to do with herself? We are really in a place where I don't know how I can continue to just stress that we have to think because it ain't illegal yet. Stop going along. Stop acquiescing. Stop giving up your freedom. Stop just being somebody that you're not. Stop spending money on other people's ideas. You see how they are doing us. Okay, something else that happened that I wanted to talk about. Okay, they had the thing about the guy who did all the shooting with the people in Texas. But somebody showed a video showing that the gun that the he had two different guns, and he had a lot of ammunition, and he had something else. I don't follow with the details. But the fact is that this was an 18-year-old boy who just worked at Wendy's. So this stuff costs about like what, $700, $7,000, $9,000. All that stuff, the equipment that he spent all that kind of money. Well, we're assuming that he spent it, but how did he get that kind of money? And how is it that he was able to go and do that? I mean, you had to work for a long time to be at Wendy's to save the money to be able to buy $7,000. I'm just quoting, just throwing numbers out there. But I know the guns cost a lot of money, and the ammunition and everything that the man said that he had. How was he able to do that? So I always thought that that once that thing happened with the white guy shooting up the black people in the supermarket, and then here comes the young guy shooting up the his own people, to show that here's a worst case scenario. I always thought that shit was planned, that somebody influenced him or gave him the money. But, he was a sad person. I don't know, but somebody financed that. But it's just so much, and I'm not even going to stay long today, because again, as you've seen in my last two videos, there's an issue with my thing, and it was being cut off, so I'm not going to talk so long today. But I just wanted to just stress, guys, we got to think about what we're doing, and we have to anticipate the things. So the best thing for us to do is work on yourself. They got it so much that we can't even trust our own family members. We don't really want to do business or come into agreement to do something collectively for ourselves, even with our family members. Your friends, your neighbors. You don't know your neighbors. So let's work on ourselves. Each person, each one. Look in the mirror. The man in the mirror concept. Look in the mirror. Michael Jackson said it a long time ago. I'm talking about the man in the mirror. Oh yeah, I'm asking you to change your ways. No message can be any clearer. If you're going to make a change, if you're going to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and make a change. La 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 la. Listen to these songs. Go back and listen to these old songs. Michael Jackson's music, um, Earth, Wind and Fire's music, James Brown's music, Marvin Gaye's music. The brothers that said, wake up, bear the children, time to sleep, let's do a new thing. I know we can do it if we all give a hand. I know these words are probably not the right words, but listen to that kind of music. That's the way music used to be. Our music was uplifting. But now you got to know that they are financing this idea of us having these young boys to get up there looking like fools, clothes hanging off, doing different shit, and sitting here talking about their own selves, killing each other, buying guns, clocks, and all that kind of dumb stuff. Somebody is paying these people who have no idea about what they're doing. All they just want is money. They have you so depressed, and you have an opportunity to make some money like that, you're going to go do it. It's selling your soul, but they don't realize that they're selling their soul because they don't even know they got a damn soul. So we have to be mindful of the things that's going on in this world and don't go along with it because it's popular. You know, if you have an idea and it's not popular, you know, nobody would think to be walking around with a hat on with a lady. It's my sister hanging on with me. You know, I mean, I just do shit because I'm okay with it. Well, I'm okay with it, and it's not offending anyone. You know, anyone's not offending the Most High, offending any person. I'm going to do it. It don't have to be popular with me. With it ain't got to be what nobody else likes or whatever. You just do you. You know, I talked about this sign that I have in my house that I have for my children. To dream of the person you want to be is to waste the beautiful person that you are. I'm gonna say it again. To dream of the person you want to be is to waste the beautiful person that you are. This is not saying that you just want to grow up and be, such and such and such. Yeah, we all dream, but find out who you are first. Look at the blessings that you have. God gave everybody gifts. Gave some people more than one gift. Find out who you are and be that person and be okay with being that person. So I'm going to stop here because, like I said, I'm having a little difficulty with my situation here, and I'm hoping that I can end this by saying, thank you and peace and love and ending it versus just being cut off. So until next week, y'all. Uh, I love you. God loves you, and thank you again. Continue to subscribe and share, and please talk black to me. Talk black to me, or make some comments. I need no more comments, no more feedback. Whether you like it, you don't like it, it's okay. You know, I ain't here to please everybody. I'm just, trying to live out God's will, the best way that I can and share the information that I know because I believe that you know something, you're supposed to share it, especially if it's good and uplifting to someone. So, again, thank you for listening and subscribing. And I'll see you next week. Peace and love.